Welcome to a new Shadow Sister healing video. In my videos, I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. And today I'm gonna make you a twin flame reading. We have here also devils. I like to show the darkness and the shadows in a form of a devil. Today we see these devils as like a heartthrobs, this kind of devilish love relationship when you cannot be without the other person, like the twin flame relationship when things can be hot and cold, but there can be really a big love. But here, the devils on the table that you can pick now freely using your intuition, pile number 1, 2, and 3 are representative of this kind of fire engine. Devil usually, of course, devil cards in the tarot calls you to do shadow work and face the dark parts, but it also is a big engine. It's a Capricorn card, and it's a big engine to do something, to make things happen, to have a passionate heart, to do something. So let me introduce now the piles. And yes, today's episode is called Secret, and we have here also these bells. Let me call in the energy for this reading now. There's one maiden. And also a child. I have here inner child healing cards as well. Already selected. So let me introduce the pile. So pile number 1, you have here a Queen of Swords devil. This is video cameraman. And this is your devil. And the first pile is third eye chakra and Halloween deck. And bottom of the deck is showing usually shadow aspect of your reading. You're gonna look twin flame relationship and what is happening in this relationship, even the darkness in it, all kind of things and messages. So there is 10 of imps, huge working effort. Something, a project needs to be finished. Then you got also this white light oracle, it's the oracle card. In the reading also we pull this kind of anima anonymous masculine feminine cards. Anyway, pile number 2, the devil. The loving devil is folkloric costume of Quebec, a Canadian guy, 4 of swords, and crown chakra crystal. Bottom of the deck, shadow aspect you're reading is 10 of swords. I know this is connected to Hecate crossroad, so there's something dark of these times. Kind of like the eclipse season is showing here. It's happening soon. And then you get this the Anubis oracle as advice card. Pile number 3, we got devil as 8 of wands, billiard player. And yeah, hidden here in the reading is also the couple energy. And I will have a female card also here. And heart chakra crystal. And bottom of the deck, shadow aspect you're reading is 2 of cups. Loving elves in a pond. And then the whisper of the heart is your oracle. So there is a lot of cards I pull live. For example, this. Then I have also here this kind of new Dutch deck about some rituals. I thought this could be a beautiful calming energy because eclipse season is full of this kind of stormy energies. It's good to have this kind of ritual cards, and then of course we have this crime and shadow deck to show the darkness. So let's start and see you on your reading. Welcome to reading pile number 1. You have selected the video cameraman devil. Let's see that card while I read this. So the first sentence is, "Well, it's not called mystery for nothing," said Henry sourly. "Take my word for it. But one mustn't underestimate the primal appeal of to lose oneself, lose utterly, and in losing it, be born to the principle of continuous life outside the prison of mortality and time. This is now text I'm gonna read. This pick-up reading follows always a book quote, so we have now this secret theme here. Henry, what's in God's name have you done? He smiled. You tell me, he said. And the horrible thing was somehow that I did know. You killed somebody, I said, didn't you? He looked at me for a moment, and then, to my utter surprise, he leaned back in his chair and laughed. Good for you, he said. You are just as smart as I thought you were. I knew you would figure it out, sooner or later. That's what I told to the others all along. The darkness hung about our tiny circle of lamplight, as heavy and palpable as a curtain. With a rush of what was almost motion sickness, I experienced for a moment both the claustrophobic feeling that the walls had rushed in towards us and the vertiginous one that they receded infinitely, leaving both of us suspended in some boundless expanse of dark. I swallowed and looked back at Henry. Who was it? I said. He shrugged. A minor thing, really, an accident. Not on purpose. Heavens no, he said, surprised. What happened? I don't know where to begin. He paused and took a drink. Do you remember last fall, in Julian's class, when we studied what Plato calls telestic madness? Pakheia, Dionysiac frenzy. Yes, I said rather impatiently. It was just like Henry to bring up something like this right now. Well, we decided to try that, to have one. For a moment I thought I hadn't understood him. What? I said. I said we decided to try to have a bacchanal. Come on, we did. I looked at him. You must be joking. No, that's the weirdest thing I ever heard, he shrugged. Why would you want to do something like that? I was obsessed with the idea. Why? Well, as far as I knew, it hadn't been done for 1,000 years. He paused when he saw he hadn't convinced me. After all, the appeal to stop being yourself, even for a little while, is very great, he said. To escape the cognitive mode to experience, to transcend the accident of one's moment of being. There are other advantages more difficult to speak of, things which ancient sources only hint at, and which I myself only understood after the fact. Like what? Well, it's not called mystery for nothing, said Henry sourly. Take my word for it. But one mustn't underestimate the primal appeal to lose oneself, lose it utterly, and in losing it be born to the principle of continuous life outside the prison of mortality and time. That was attractive to me from the first, even when I knew nothing about the topic and approached it less as potential mystics than anthropologist. Ancient commentators are very circumspect about the whole thing. It was possible with a great deal of work to figure out some of the sacred rituals, the hymns, the sacred object, what to wear and do and say. More difficult was the mystery itself. How did one propel oneself into such state? What was the catalyst? His voice was dreamy, amused. We tried everything: drink, drugs, prayer, even some doses of poison. On the night of our first attempt, we simply overdrank and passed out in our chitons in the woods near Francis' house. You wore chitons? Yes, said Henry, irritated. It was all in the interest of science. We made them from bed sheets in Francis' attic. At any rate, the first night nothing happened at all, except we were hung over and stiff from having slept on the ground. So the next time we drink as much, but there we all were, in the middle of the night on the hill behind Francis' house, drunk and in chitons, and singing Greek hymns like something from a fraternity initiation, and all at once Bunny began to laugh so hard that he fell over like a ninepin and rolled down the hill. It was rather obvious that drunk alone wasn't going to do the trick. Goodness, I couldn't tell you all the things we tried. Vigils, fasting, libations. It repulses me even to think about it. We burned hemlock branches and breathed the fumes. I knew the Pythia and had chewed laurel leaves, but that didn't work either. You found those laurel leaves, if you recall, on the stove in Francis' kitchen. I stared at him. Why didn't I know about any of this? I said. Henry reached into his pocket for a cigarette. Well, really, he said, I think that's kind of obvious. What do you mean? Of course we weren't going to tell you. We hardly knew you. You would have thought we were crazy. He was quiet for a moment. You see, we had almost nothing to go on, he said. I suppose in a certain way I was misled by accounts of the Pythia, the pneuma enthusiasticon, poisonous vapors and so forth. Those processes, though sketchy, are more well documented than Pakastic methods, and I thought for a while that the two must be related. Only after a long period of trial and error did it become evident that they were not, and that what we were missing was something in all likelihood quite simple, which it was. And what might that have been? Only this. To receive the card in this or any other mystery, one has to be in state of euphemia, cultic purity. That is at the very center of Bacchic mystery. Even Plato speaks of it. Before the divine can take over, the mortal self, the dust of us, the part that decays, must be made clean as possible. So this is the first text. Let's start to uncover the secrets here in the twin flame connection. It's interesting. Let me see what we take first. Let's see the first the couple dynamic. So there is actually a Queen of Pentacle. There is two queens. They are like equal, really like a mirror to each other. But the one is busy with the video camera, and one is maybe the target. Like is the it's almost like this is the this is the lens seeing this woman. So one is an object and one is a subject. But Queen of Swords is moving the pain into wisdom, and Queen of Pentacle is this kind of good wife and keeping everything safe and taking care of everything, like a good wife. This is the energy. Let me show now. This was the adult energy of the devil and the maiden, and here is the little child. What is inner child doing here? So we have doctor couple. They are also very equal. Healers. So there is this woman is here healing a baby. Baby is hot, very hot. And the man is here healing the teddy bear. So this is the healing couple here. Interesting, it again shows that the qualities are equal. They are like a twin flame, exactly. They are even powered. This is what comes through. Now, let me show now the masculine energy here. It's getting interesting. This is the San Valentine reading now before the San Valentine hits us. What is that? Divine masculine here. The healing videos. What is it? And feminine here in this connection. What we have here? Let's talk about this. Okay, so sacral chakra. The man is really needing, if there is a healing, he needs a sexual healing. This is connected to the emotions and sexuality and creativity, of course. So, okay, they can be indeed expression comes through, like, okay, the devil is here, maybe making a lot of videos. There's a lot of like expression and creativity in the sense, but this is kind of this primary. If we talk about the devil as engine, there is a need to do these videos. This man has to just keep doing, and somehow there is some healing purpose here. And then this is also very much like a passion project. And the woman, the self-centered white 34. Very independent. Let's read this now. So you have a chakra energy, of course, a third eye chakra. Be very aware, but in the masculine is activate the sacral chakra. Color orange, sound vam, element water, glance is testicles and ovaries, and keywords I want. So the man should express what he wants. That is the actually what has to happen here to heal this sacral chakra. You need to be able to say what you want. What you want, and then like even like I want you. Like it has to be like a brave enough to say like what the man wants. That's good. Twin flame connection. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To activate this chakra, visualize a glowing orange ball of energy in your belly area. See it spinning and sparkling. Feel joy as it grows larger and sends orange sparks out into the universe. By energizing the sacral chakra, you attract creativity, joy, passion, and love into your life. Yes, keep going. And the feminine connection together with this kind of sexy devil masculine is this kind of person. When you fight like a girl, self-centered doesn't mean selfish. It means being centered in your power. It means you recognize that you are the center of the wheel of your own life. All spokes lead out from you. Therefore, it is your divine order to keep yourself centered so you can do the best for yourself, your life, and your loved ones. If you want to maintain your center, vow not to let what's urgent get in the way of what's important. Notice what brings you alive. Make a list of things that inspire you. Then prioritize them in your day and week. Create a protective golden circle boundary around them. In order to thrive, you must spend time with what's essential. No one and nothing can dictate what keeps you centered except you. So very, very clear boundaries has to happen here, even though I think that this circle is visible, even this Queen of Pentacles. While the secret is written here, is almost like there is like the woman is guarding this kind of secret paradise here also. But it can also be a very nurturing person. Like he's definitely taking care. Queen of Pentacles would also be this kind of very like a life-giving person. Okay, let's see now the darkness here. Kind of one. What is threatening your twin flame connection? What is the darkness that we need to know? It doesn't have to be very dark here. This is not bad card. It's a Ace of Cups, Ace of Heart, Orphaned Heart, a veil, lovers meet. So there is something about meeting that maybe is hard to meet. Sun, daylight, good cop, I'm adored, the red herring, a distraction. So there is really attraction here, like a really true love. This is the true love card, like a beginning of a new relationship. This is something that there is this secret longing heart, orphaned heart, like maybe the heart needs a little bit healing. They are maybe outward a little bit focused, while there is inside need of healing their heart too. Sometimes people who are very helpful, they should also give the love to themselves. There is interesting for Valentine's lovers. Let's have now this Sun Valentine love card. What is here for this pile? Sun Valentine message is: Dear, I love you. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you are in the world. Wow, this is really like a love language would be written word here, or act of service also. Nice. What's next? Let's have this little ritual here. Oh, actually, I will give you this kind of emotional landscape. I wanted to show you in this Valentine reading what is the emotional landscape happening around here. Freedom. First kiss. I have plans for us. And magnetic. Okay, the female is very much wanting to have plans or is having plans. It's also magnetic, and the masculine thinks here just about the first kiss and freedom, that this relationship makes you feel like sometimes indeed good relationship make you feel like really free, that you can be yourself. Positive stuff. Okay, now I'm going to show you the little ritual. Let me see if I understand this Dutch. This is your ritual now. That black cat. Is this? Oh, there come 2 cards actually. And amulet. Okay. So black cat is like not depending of anybody. Do what you want, but don't harm anybody. It's kind of freedom. Freedom is also here. An amulet. Geluk. So blow to amulet and make your wish, and then this amulet brings the strengthening that your wish can come true. So this you could have in the neck, almost like it makes me really think about this Aragon having this kind of necklace from the elf, and to remember, like there is this wife waiting. This looks a bit like an elf too. That is a token of a love. It's like an amulet. Interesting. Okay, let's go forward now with the tarot cards. I have to show you things are going on. Put them a bit side. And a little bit side these things. It's always a lot in the table, but we are having now what kind of messages we need to hear now in this twin flame connection. What needs to be said in this relationship. Love message is coming. Try to interpret it best I can. Okay. It's a not bad message. Party gathering. Like there should be celebration of like even 111 portal, like it's like a 1111. Community. It's good to kind of like in these times of the San Valentine, like of course in Belgium we are celebrating a carnival and this kind of carnival holiday. It's good to gather together and party. Then what could be the message? This is like the 10 of Pentacle coming to this kind of legacy moment, that you are reaching all your goals. You have worked on something hard and you're coming to this. And Star is also the same kind of like you're hitting some tasks. You are coming. There is something beautiful happening in this relationship. Like things, it is to celebrate. Even though this person is always almost like the destiny striking, like you cannot always see how abundant you will be. Dance and be merry. You will be a star. Maybe if you verify a little bit, this is a very star is dreams come true. Dreaming, healing. There was a very healing card here also. think taking step by step action, whatever is happening now in this twin flame connection, it's like it's the reason to celebrate that you have go far. Something like that. It's very equal energy even here. Two queens. Queens are always nurturing, caring. This is Venus in Aries. It's kind of female aspect of like a Aries. Connecting with people. Let's see. Okay, let's verify this. Show me what could this message be for the twin flame. Yes. Okay, so this is talking about definitely like a community. Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups. A bit younger male, and both are like a cup signs. Loving, very love. When there is cups in the table, it's like there is reason to celebrate. For sure that there could be a beautiful Valentine's date here in the cards. They both are sipping, one is sipping coffee and one is sipping wine, and they are like really in this kind of same looking room. Again, there's a queen here, there's already third queen on the table. It's talking about like there's a reason to celebrate this relationship, and maybe the other people will also be like happy for you. Then here, Five of Pentacles, this is half of this money. So maybe this Christmas you felt like you have got just 5 Pentacles, that sometimes is not enough. Like you don't feel it's enough. But 10 of Pumpkins are there, 10 of Pentacles are there for you. You are maybe halfway of where you can be, but this card shows is coming. And Hangman, okay, the star and big cards, 12 and 17. So this can be, of course, dates. Something is happening between 12 and 17. 17 is, of course, this new horse year is starting even, and there is a solar eclipse and everything. It's very like a moment of looking to stars and being like cosmic. But Hangman is somebody who is like getting enlightened by hanging and waiting. So maybe in your relationship there is a little bit this kind of waiting. His cat is tangled here a little bit, like a waiting, hanging around to wait this star moment to happen. So something in also here is like you have to be patient. There is some kind of life plan to earn a lot, and you are just on the halfway. And these people are here chilling, and this is first here, so it's like you should be indeed. Lovers meet. I think this should happen. You should make a date plans. You should have a beautiful date. Whatever is this dream, it takes a little bit long time to get there. Be patient. There is even this black cat here. Interesting. Okay, so let me show now the advice for this pile, and then I get the current feelings of persons too. So we have here Dakini of Infinite Light. This is now for the twin flame relationship number 9. Seek and you shall find. Find the teachers and teachings which feel pure to your heart. But remember, it is the inner truth of you that will ultimately set you free. Do not give your power away, but do trust in a greater guiding wisdom at work in all aspects of your life. Ask for help from enlightened spiritual beings in any matter of concern, and help shall be granted. Believe all problems can be resolved and a more graceful life experience is opening up for you now. There is like things are getting easy here. You just have to trust. A Dakini is a supernatural feminine being who inspires spiritual practice, guides one to actualize siddhis or spiritual abilities and teaches the inner path of awakening. She protects us from negativities and restores our vital energies. She teaches us how to act with wisdom. She can be a demanding teacher, requiring us to reflect upon the mysteries she presents through our dreams, inspirations, and meditations, then proceed to unravel them. As we do so, we develop our inner capacities and become stronger. These wild feminine creatures can be gentle or fierce, or a combination of both. When she appears in a reading, travel your path and explore your questions about spirituality and awakening with confidence, for much progress can be made as you do so. Some Dakinis are fully enlightened, whilst others are still in the process of awakening. Truly enlightened beings have the ability and desire to assist all other beings to enlightenment. They know how to lead us along the path because they have walked it before us. Beings of lesser development may or may not have such helpful intentions, but even if they do, how can they show us the way when they themselves have yet to discover it? Truly enlightened beings can and do help us in many ways, from solving problems we encounter in our daily lives to ensuring we are taking the most beneficial steps on our spiritual path. They are our spiritual family, guiding and assisting us from a place of love and skillfulness. The Dakini of infinite light, Marichi, is one such being. And Marichi is connected with the rays of light from the sun. She is sovereign over all lesser beings. Her many gifts include the capacity to guide one into enlightenment, to heal and repair that which has been separated or broken, and to provide protection during vulnerable transitions whenever we venture beyond known worlds, and also from misfortune and negativities of all kind, including being manipulated, controlled, or exploited. She resonates with material abundance too and is associated with providing the prosperity we need to live a happy, long life and make progress on the spiritual path. I think there is really some kind of like a spiritual path here. This is usually enlightenment card also. Alchemist card, Hangman, and is connected with star. It really shows like you have to kind of be looking things from upside down. Understand? And sometimes it feels like you are really like tangled into life. It looks like there is a lot of hope here. Star card is like a hope and dreams coming true. Okay, so let me see. With one more for panel one, we got the current feelings of your person. So secret, if we have a theme of a secret, the secret is that there is this match made in heaven, like really, really spiritually aligned, like same energy. True love hidden here. And then in the normal life, there might be this feeling of not enough, but these spiritual practices can bring you further. There is this kind of freedom that comes, or like it is a good thing to have this kind of spirituality in your relationship. Okay. Current feelings of person, panel one. We have here Nirvana about the girl. I need an easy friend. I do with an ear to lend. I do think you fit the shoe. I do, but you have a clue. I'll take advantage while you hang me out to dry. It's really like, but I can see you every night free. I do. Oh, it's really this kind of song here. My heart beats. Heartbeats. My heart skips a beat when I think of you. Best things are felt with heart, music in my soul, soul dancing to the rhythm of life. True love, Astrid Frank. True love looks like a refusal to believe in death. True love looks like willingness to live in my bed. And hello, handsome. P.S. You are my true love. Wow, this beautiful doe still here. There's really like a lovebird energy here. Take what resonates, but there is definitely very good things going on in the pile of one. Blessings for you and for your Valentine. Make most of it. I prepare now the pile 2. Welcome to a second part of this reading, pile number 2. This is your reading. This is your handsome devil. The folkloric costume from Quebec, 4 of sword. Is usually a bit stalemate situation. Somebody needs to rest. There is this aspect of like a needing to hold the swords a little bit. What is your couple dynamic here is dreamy 7 of cups. So at least this very big dreams here on this female side. So the female is dreaming. I want to put them in this way because it's looking that direction. Let's put them like this way. I'm gonna soon read this card from the book. Let's see the inner child healing still. So we have here musical girl playing harmonica, the cat is singing, and then we have this kind of footballer boy in a frock. So whatever is coming here, I start reading this book. Secret is now theme of the secret history this week. It's going. So first is one quote only. We show just the devil for that. Quite simply, he said, we didn't believe, and belief was the one condition which was absolutely necessary. Belief and absolute surrender. Makes me think that this holding is kind of surrendering even this kind of force. But anyway, let me see. I was struck by something rather obvious, namely that any religious ritual is arbitrary unless one is able to see past it to deeper meaning. He paused. Do you know, he said, what Julian says about the Divine Comedy? No, Henry, I don't. That it's incomprehensible to someone who isn't Christian. That if one is to read Dante and understand him, one must become a Christian, if only for a few hours. It was the same with this. It had to be approached on its own terms, not in a voyeuristic light or even a scholarly one. At the first, I suppose it was impossible to see it any other way, looking at it, as we did in fragments, 2 centuries. The vitality of the act was entirely obfuscated. The beauty, the terror, the sacrifice. He took one last drag of his cigarette and put it out. Quite simply, he said, we didn't believe, and belief was the one condition which was absolutely necessary. Belief and absolute surrender. He's talking about this kind of like a Bacchus Dionysus party that they are like recreating, but in this book, of course, there is happening even a murder. It's not so like it's getting very serious here. It's not just kids playing and studying. But if you want to really read this book, I give some quotes from this book, but I leave it like for you to read also. These are just some quotes from here, very passing to the shadow work. I feel like I pick those kind of books that are good for the shadow work. So here we have this like a devil. If you talk about the devil as NG, here it's like this kind of passivity somehow. It's devilish, like things are not happening so fast. This devil is kind of stalemate. It's it's attractive and everything, stones are, but it believes in this kind of like it has a strong belief like something happens in time, almost like a winter, you have to rest and then you cannot do anything. So while this is like a dreaming energy here, the swords are like just resting. Then there's this inner child healing is like this kind of player, football player, and here is a musician. I think this female could be very creative, could be musical also, but very dreamy by nature. Okay, let me see now the connection also from here. If you have the female here first, let's start first with the female. It's divine, feminine, and masculine. Let's ring the bell for this adult energy. Now, show me the divine feminine. It is here. The sleeping fight. Okay, so even it's actually a match made in heaven in this way. He's resting here, almost like a dead person. And the dreams are also talking about the person is resting. There is this connection in a dream and a sleeping fight. This is a relationship of two big dreamers, possibly. Anyway, we see now the masculine. Show me this person. The same card we had in the pile number 1 for the masculine, sacral chakra, like a sexual emotional energy. So it can talk about like that needs to be healed also, that there needs to be more expression, more creativity in this masculine side, that this box needs to be like opened, like a Pandora box. There's maybe a lot of hidden here. If this, in a classic tarot, the soldier is sleeping on top of the coffin like a dead soldier, this is the coffin. This is the sacral chakra, the sexual creative energy. It's holding on to this energy. Who knows why? Let's see. Sleeping fight. Sleeping beauty. That's a beautiful story also, like a hangman energy here. Like things take time, you need to kind of mature. Like in the Dante, actually there's this saying like all unripe things are evil. So if you pick an apple from a tree and it's not ripe, it's evil apple. You need to be ripened, like a human being also. Maybe is too young. Maybe this man is actually young. Needs to be ripened. Or this woman. More maturity is good. And it happens with resting. Resting and waiting. Miraculous things happen in our sleep. Slumber is your first line of defense against illness and the primary ally for your physical wellness, aside from healthy food and clean water. The body repairs itself during our sleep, which makes our nocturnal rest a shamanic healing ally. Additionally, your soul is free to travel, loosening the tight restraints your conscious mind puts on your life. When your light body meets the dream time, it also travels back with new perspectives in the form of dreams, attempting to lighten your load both physically and spiritually. Pay close attention to your sleep cycles at this time. Your answer might very well be waiting for you in the healing space of slumber. This kind of winter sleep is good. Maybe this twin flame energy now, I would say this is even there's some kind of maturing energy here. And when we have this eclipse season and it is really heavy energy, resting it's advisable. So maybe if you need to rest and nothing happens in your relationship, it's actually a good thing. So let it be that way. Things happens like underneath the surface also. So the keyword is I want. The man should be able to say what they want. Express that. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To activate this chakra, visualize a glowing orange ball of energy in your belly area. See it spinning and sparkling, feel joy as it grows larger and sends orange sparks out into the universe. By energizing a sacral chakra, you attract creativity, joy, passion, and love into your life. So sexual healing also is good for this file. Let's see now the emotional landscape. Oh, I should show also the negativity here. Let me show first this emotional landscape. Okay. Here. So we have here running a marathon, empathic, and I have plans for us. Female has really beautiful planning energy, empathic, and running marathon. Fresh air for the man. It's good to sleep in the room when it's fresh air. Cozy room. Okay, it's really cozy there. You don't leave your room. And I want to be your hero. Okay, very, very, very good. Just first a little rest and then being hero. Okay, then let me show now the crime and shadow deck. What could be the one little shadow between this couple? Let's show now. Ah, another ace. This is a different ace. This is inside empty house, private property location. So this is usually sowing a seed, a new beginning. It's a shadow, empty house. Is it? House is a symbol of a person, of course. Is there anybody home? It's like you are maybe both so sleeping. Like it's almost like empty house in the sense like nobody's answering because both are sleeping. This talks about that, like nothing is happening so much because you are so much resting or dreaming. There would be this new seed underneath, it's very positive. Maybe you need this kind of private place to meet. Maybe that is missing, like you need to have a privacy. Let me show this little ritual here. Or you have plans to get this house together. This for this couple, two. Water. It's for the feelings. Honor water and put kind of glass of water on the altar place. Like these are kind of rituals. Like you should honor this kind of emotions in the form of cup of water. Maybe that is what's a little missing here. Often I hear like people saying like, there's a love reading, but where are the emotions? In the female side, there is a lot of emotions. The man is a little bit like mentally cold, like a winter is happening here. Things are frozen here. So then honoring even these feelings should be like coming here. They are here, but they are like maybe not obvious. You have to, as a man, you have to say what you want. As a female, you have to kind of like wake up, or you dream forever. Yes. Okay. Let's put this aside. Interesting that the I want. This I want is here as a power word, and interesting that is now. I want to be a hero. So it's a beautiful energy, like the man wants to be a hero. Okay, let's see now the messages in this twin flame relationship. Twin flame reading, what needs to be heard, what needs to be seen. What this person wants, what is happening, what you want in this relationship, this has to be said. Okay, full moon energy, Samhain, hidden energy, mystic feelings. Two of Pentacle, a little bit like a toying about the options. liminal place as well, and element of air, so page of earth, element of earth, a page of pentacle. It's a bit this kind of initiative energy. Gnomes playing music here. This is really connected to nighttime energy. All the way, the feminine energy is completely in the yin. Maybe masculine reflects it a little bit because there is this resting energy here too. There's definitely this creativity landing here, like you should be like you should do something about your gifts. High tide, low tide. This is like emotional cycles coming and going. Maybe this creative gnome here would be what I read. I don't have to read everything always. So keep this reading short. So this. The element of earth is sure sign of prosperity, abundance and manifestation. The energy surrounding and filling the situation is solid and stable. This bodes well for completing any task, but take care to keep other energy flowing or the whole situation could collapse in a pile of stagnation. Stagnation is here a little bit, like nobody is taking so much action. It's just dreaming. Major Arcana card here about the moon. Things are a little bit secretive. Things happen in this kind of like a behind hidden doors. But this is what maybe connects you, this kind of two gnomes coming to a village together. It's like if this is a one pentacle, is this kind of new beginning to give this seed. This is the next of that. So is something like a starting of almost like a new relationship. Or investing into it rather. This is showing a little investment. Something is happening. Where is this cards? I think this is essential for you. The beach where earth meets ocean, the stable land gives way to shifting sand leading out to water and an alien-like world. Like the places that Hecate rules. The Hecate was also a side aspect of your reading. Hecate is always about the crossroad. Hecate rules the beach is a liminal place, a portal from one world to another. The space is not always clearly defined either. The tides move in and out, changing the boundaries and creating new, temporary environments. Tidal pools are filled with mysteries and treasures. There is a sense of entering an exotic world filled with beauty and dangers that we know little about. Two of earth is a balance, water and air earth. They live here as equals. The earth does not contain the water entirely, and the water does not destroy the earth. Our physical experience and our soul can balance and nurture and enhance each other, and in fact, that is what the card is calls out. The balance. The female feels like they're running a marathon. Maybe these things take a long time to be with this person. There is a little bit like a secret is really like what is with this person, why they are just there. You can hear them playing music, but you cannot see them. They are like a hidden well. Let me verify a little bit this emotion to honor this kind of cups also. What are those emotions? Full moon is also whole cycle of emotion of female energy. Okay, show me this energy between this twin flame again. Six of Swords, so there's healing here in this darkness. Again, Six of Pentacles. Giving and receiving, and also there's this balance is as well in this card. You have to be balanced of how much you give and how much you receive. And we have Three of Wands. Fishing here. Fishing is also like you have to have patience. It's like this is really like they are on the beach, they are fishing here, like this relationship, this is like a new seed. It takes a long time to grow something and nurture something. And it starts from the dreaming. And it looks like your relationship is just in this dreaming state, just taking the first little like steps to make it real. But it is a little bit like waiting the the fish to bite, and then waiting the other person to be in the same like levels. Maybe I want to verify once more. What is the connection point in this relationship? Show me this twin flame relationship. What is the things that keeps you together? Another ace. For sure is yes. This is good thing. What is happening? Is a big idea, big truth and fate. Let's say this is a fate. This text was talking about belief is something that makes everything happening. Like quite simply, he said, we didn't believe, and belief was the one condition which was absolutely necessary. Belief and absolute surrender. If you want this relationship to believe, and that's it, the belief is necessary that something can happen. It's like before you see the result, you have to believe. Yes. So it's up in the air, but you have to kind of have the faith. Keep the faith. Okay, let's show me the advice card. Also number 1, Nekhbet Mattermot, Alchemist, Wisdom Keeper, Grandmother. Okay, really like this air energy is crown chakra is of course the highest king queen energy. Before I read this in the end now, I'm gonna take a current feelings of person. And actually before that I get this love letter. What is for this couple? Love letter. If I know what love is because of you, Hermanis. And then I feel like I know what love is. This sword is really this kind of knowing energy. If I know what love is, it's because of you. Wow. The 1 is even here, 1. Current feelings of person. Line number 2. Let's see what we come here. I'm inviting you to step up. I want real partnership with respect. Okay. 1 fake friend can do more damage than 5 enemies. Okay. I want to be creator, not martyr. Act of self-sabotage is when you do martyr. Sacral chakra, interesting, is here also. Healing, creativity, sexuality, Emperor and Empress in power. Yes, true. It is the card of the Empress and Emperor in the power. Carrot. Orange as well. We have here heartbreak. Abandoned, sadness, grieving, mourning, loss, separation, regrets, crying, intense feelings, broken and lonely. Okay, current feelings of person. There is also this sense of things are not happening and your heart still works. Even there is interesting, even this, the heart is broken, the heart still works. So person see you have this broken heart that needs mending. And it's maybe the rest is what is the best then for the broken heart. Can't give when you are not yet in that kind of positive place. You need a little bit time to heal, like a warrior. Okay, let's read now the advice for point number 2, Alchemist. Magical things here in this relationship. Can be the secret source also, this alchemist aspect of creating something from nothing. Nekhbet Mother Mut is the most revered and ancient grand dame of Egypt. She is the wise old crone and honored elder of the pantheon of Neteru and comes to us in the work as a blend of two vulture goddesses, Mat and Nekhbet. As with all Neteru, she must be approached with respect if you wish to gain permission to enter into these sacred mysteries. It's unwise to trifle with this goddess, for she is disciplined taskmaster who assists the initiate in making the decision to engage fully with this process of transformation. Once you committed to moving forward, her loving watchful eye is always upon you to ensure safe passage through the portals of shamanic initiation that must be crossed during all transitions in life. Nekhbet Mother Mut is the wise magician crone, the alchemist who weaves and blends the ingredients required to prepare the way for you so that you can be informed. A strong guide and protector, she is also the one who holds the key to your DNA memory of how to enter the mysteries. If you pull this card, you are being alchemically activated by the sacred elders, the wisdom keepers, so that you can begin to remember as you embark on a journey to reclaim your true self. Also in the external world, a grandmother or some other elder or teacher may show up in your life to guide you. This could come in the form of two-legged or human, or it could be a tree in an old growth forest, one of the stone people, or an animal totem. They are all our elder brothers and sisters. Honor your guides with all your heart. It's like a guidance. It's a little bit this connection with music here too. Okay, I leave this reading to you. Something, if you find it interesting, let me know. This was now a twin flame reading and seeing what is going on in these times. Let's move to the next pile. Okay, welcome to reading pile number 3. This is a pickable reading where I'm looking into what is this devilish lover here in the twin flame relationship. This is a twin flame reading. Let's see now the couple energy. So we have 8 of Wands and 8 of Swords. Beautiful 8-8 energy. Mirroring energy. Black suits. You know, this is going to be darkish. It's almost like a dark and light. Interesting. This is really like a polarity. Let's see now. This was the kind of like the adult energy. Now the inner child. What is hidden here? Some inner criminal. We have here the man is really like this kind of architect, like planning stuff, and a female is taking care of the family. Okay. Baby doll in a here. Home builder. Home builder in a sense both she's playing home and he's building home. There is heart chakra. Okay, your text will be you don't know what Dionysus looks like. We are talking about card here. Card is a serious business. So let's see this devil. Number 3. Time is something which defies spring and winter, birth and decay, the good and the bad, indifferently. Something changeless and joyous and absolutely indestructible. Duality ceases to exist. There is no ego, no I, and yet it's not at all like those horrid comparisons one sometimes hears in Eastern religions. The self being a drop of water swallowed by the ocean of the universe. It's more as if the universe expands to fill the boundaries of self. You have no idea how pallid the workday boundaries of ordinary existence seem after such an ecstasy. It was like being a baby. I couldn't remember my name. The soles of my feet were cut to pieces and I couldn't even feel it. But these are fundamentally sex rituals, aren't they? It came out not as a question but as a statement. He didn't blink, but sat waiting for me to continue. Well, aren't they? He leaned over to rest his cigarette in the ashtray. Of course, he said, agreeable, cool as a priest in his dark suit and ascetic spectacles. You know that as well as I do. We sat looking at each other for a moment. What exactly did you do? I said. Well, really, I think we needn't go into that now, he said smoothly. There was a certain carnal element to the proceedings, but the phenomenon was basically spiritual in nature. You saw Dionysius, I suppose. I had not meant this at all seriously, and I was startled when he nodded as casually as if I had asked him if he'd done his homework. You saw him corporally, goatskin, Thyrsus. How do you know what Dionysus is? Said Henry, a bit sharply. What do you think it was we saw? A cartoon drawing from the side of a vase? I just can't believe you are telling me you actually saw. What if you had never seen the sea before? What if the only thing you've ever seen was a child's picture? Blue crayon, choppy waves. Would you know the real sea if you only knew the picture? Would you be able to recognize the real thing even if you saw it? You don't know what Dionysus looks like. We are talking about God here. God is serious business. Interesting. This is some business devil here. Talking about even this kind of passion is a serious business. While here the female in this twin flame connection is having a little bit like worries. Like what are this business about? Anyway, there is this beautiful like a homemaker energy and a home keeping energy. True love in the best case scenario, this is like somebody able to really find a true love. Not to fake, not to be actor, not to play a role. This could be a little bit role playing. I'm going work and I'm taking care of the home, but it is like you really are making these houses for people. You really are taking care of this family. That's the true love. Like you're not actor. You're actually embodying that because you love this person. It's not just roles. Let's see now this masculine female. This soon we look this. Comes the message in this San Valentine time in the twin flame connection. Now the masculine energy. Who is in this relationship? Let's show this person. Who are you? And who is the lovely wife with the child? Okay, joy and stability. 4 of Wands. Wands energy is still here, like a half of this. And here we have the stillness fight, 30. Interesting. Let's read this. I'm able to find it without page number here. This is for the masculine energy. Still going. Yes. Like a beautiful summer day, this card brings joyful energy. Take a break or step back just for now from any concerns you may have around matters of the heart and spend some time in happy pursuits. Find reasons to celebrate with others. Welcome this warm, sunny energy into your life. Allow it to lift your spirits. Remember the law of attraction, and high rate vibration will attract all that you desire. Rejuvenate your relationships by renewing yourself. This card also speaks of a time of sharing and conversation. Lovingly open your heart and mind to people. Share your thoughts and above all, be a good listener. Feel the ebb and flow of energy as you communicate with others. You will find that this brings increased stability and warmth to your relationships, helping you attract like-minded people in your life. Looks like this female is a good listener because it's really the stillness fight. It's really this moment of this solar eclipse is good to be even a little bit still. Intentional stillness is a superpower. It's rarely cultivated in our society that thrives on your constant doing. If you're busy, you will be distracted from your own soul's discontent. You will stay absorbed in a matrix of trading hours for dollars and dollars for things, always finding value outside of yourself. The solution is to get still and to court the awareness you find in the stillness. This is where deep knowing lives instead of the knowledge, where presence dwells instead of presence, where passion lives rather than ambition. Create a sanctuary in your home and also in the corner of your psyche where you can go to be intentionally still. Now it's time to cultivate your partnership with the sacred power. Well, there is this kind of much more outgoing energy in the masculine side. This Eight of Wands talk about the momentum. Female is almost like a barricaded at home, like a being still. Let me show this emotional landscape now. Emotional landscape in this pile number 3. Let's see. Intelligent and sophisticated is important for this masculine side. Finding inner peace is also important. And stay with me. I could say to you, if you're the female, like stay with me. You will see it's worth it. First kiss. Okay, the female is dreaming about the first kiss. And no more isolation. Maybe there has been all this kind of being alone. This would be a person who isolates even because there is really this kind of like a heart energy of like Eight of Swords is always like a vicious circle. You are not opening up. Well, this is totally opening up. It's like the masculine needs to bring this woman out of this kind of like a bad loop. So she would say like a no more isolation. She wanna get out of it, and then permanent. Maybe it feels like permanent stillness here. What is behind it? Magnetic. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, let me show now the darkness. We need to see still the darkness in this pile. What could be the secrets even in this pile? This theme is the secret, but what is this? 5 of Cups. Ancestral pattern, the loss, grief, sadness, X-Files, the bloodline, echo. So this kind of being sad is almost like telling here, like it's this the shadow is in this twin flame connection is inherited. There's a bloodline echo, like something terrible has happened in the family line and has marked, these people, but somehow they can recognize each other's pain also. Maybe this really can be like a joy and sadness axle here. Opposites complete each other. So they can show this joy and sadness and find this kind of integration in it. But indeed, this kind of hidden sadness can sometimes freeze us, can indeed stop us. But sadness can be also big power because it shows that you care a lot. So if you have that as your shadow, you actually care a lot. It's not bad at all to accept that part. Like, okay, I care so much that sometimes I get overwhelmed when I lose something, when I lost something that meant something so much. It's hard to carry on because that person or that thing meant so much. So it's also like a very caring heart here. So it's good to know, like, you both are caring people. You just might be sometimes in opposite energy, and then the other person could bring the other one. Like, we are not here to cry alone. If we are happy together, we can be happy together, and we can be sad together. Like, we can support each other in both of the situation. Not just one emotion is accepted. Something like this. Finding the balance here. Okay, what is the ritual? Candle. So light a candle and make a wish. Licht från det karsalhet badnar har till vänster, lichten dåre lagen van det. This light illuminate the wish. It's almost like they was talking about the sacred space that is needed, not always doing. Honoring this kind of sacred in your life or in your connection, and of course in the loving heart. Like, you need to make a quality time for this relationship also. A little bit like walking on the opposite direction. Get busy with the baby, busy with the work. What brings you together? Maybe I show it immediately. No, let me show it the tarot cards. Let's keep these cards here now. They are beautiful like that. What these people want to communicate, let's have both sides. He want to say this. It's like playing with the puppets. And she want to say this. And this would be the energy to pay attention. What you need, Spirit says. Kilpakosinta. 11. There is really, even this is like 11 card. 4 of Wands. It feels like, of course, it's a Libra card, but it feels like I'm reading a little bit passage from this card, but like he feels like he has to like kind of like show off to this woman. And here is the 10 of Wands. Dragon power. It's really like, with me you can achieve your ultimate potential. Like, you can be the potential dragon here. Like, this even looks a bit like a dragon woman here. Some hidden mystical powers here. Even she is looking like an ordinary housewife. There's really some hidden dragon powers here. Listen to your wife. Oh, girlfriend. There is something, and this is almost like catching the dragon. Dragon Slayer. Okay, what is the message? Wow. Death card, transformation. Very similar, like a dark energy. There is like a really this sadness, deep feelings. There is a deep feelings and transformative energy here. This relationship is 8-8 is really kind of like a Lion Gate portal is 8/8 in August. It's now about 6 months to that, because now is Venus as full moon in Leo. So really this kind of crossing a portal energy here. Is this trying to tell? Okay, let's read this story. Man wants to say, or needs to know this relationship. It's like being fair. Indeed, this Justice card. Things have to be fair. Maybe it's very logical, rational. Fair, choice, honesty, limiting moral lessons, wanting to get rid of this kind of strict rules. Negotiational skill, solving the conflict, ability to see to the bottom of the things, balancing the opposite and harmony. Väinämöinen, Ilmarinen, and Lemminkäinen, these were the three like a heroes, old man, Smith and Loverbury, were all wanting to have a beautiful maiden from the north, and they tried in different way. They were different men. It's almost like a different masculinity is showing this card. So the old witch of the north, Louhi, was fond of the older man, Väinämöinen, and she was thinking if the Väinämöinen, like a great wizard, is going to marry the daughter, the two big families can be united. Wizard families. So the Louhi was even like taking care of this old grandpa, was even sick, was wanting that he would get into better shape. But he could not make this money machine himself. And he would find a smith. And then he found the Ilmarinen to do it. And of course, he made this thing. So there was a lot of tasks these men had to do to get this girl. What is the lesson of here? There's like kilpakosinta, it's like a rivalry. Men are wanting to have the same girl. There's a different kind of expectations. Can be a conflict in your inner world. The Louhi, the witch, eventually wanted that the daughter would pick this old wizard, but the daughter was listening her own voice and desires, and wanted to get for her the best. The Ilmarinen and the Smith made this money machine, but the situation of the girl of the north was not easy because he had to go against of his mother's will, and have to give bad news to some men. But if he wouldn't listen herself, he would suffer forever to be a wife to a wrong man. So this card is talking about expectation coming outside and your own wishes. You still have to trust your own inner knowledge that you know what is best for your spiritual growth and your life, and everybody will adjust eventually to your decisions. So there is this kind of like wanting to please the other people, but you should not, in the heart matter, you should not please anybody. You have to pick the one that you need. Okay, what is then? Twin flame connection, that the woman is like a powerful dragon. Will to fight, creative power, spiritual wealth, bravery, overcoming the shadows, getting free from the fears, very strong inner firepower, brave warrior, and new frontiers. So wow, this housewife really has it. It's like a warrior spirit. Inflame really inflames this one. So this dragon represents bravery and strength. You are like a warrior, as female in this relationship, and you get through any kind of challenge and dangers. You believe in yourself and your abilities, and you are defending your treasures very raivokkaasti, like in anger, even if it's needed. You will be tested, but you won't give up. You will fight bravely. Anybody who is against you, and you will get out of these hard situations. You don't do any compromise, and you won't be manipulated. You fight yourself out as a winner. The fight can take a lot of strength from you, but in the end, the treasure is yours. You can say in the end that everything was worth it in the end. I think there is some kind of like a very feminine fight here. Like this person wanna have just like a family. It's almost like shh, the baby is sleeping. It's like it's even like a very protective about like a if you have this saying like a mother bear, this is like a mother dragon. Like a mother of dragons. She wants the family to be the sanctuary, the safe place. Wow. It's like very, very powerful. Okay, this was now a message from the spirit for your relationship, and it's a death card. I think it's talking about transformation. Something is transforming, like maybe the true colors comes to light, or what is it? But it's very 13 is even next Friday. Talk about that day even. Yes, Saturn is moving to Aries. There is still this shift of like a karma. Maybe that is to be aware. It's also that card, so something can end, like this kind of cycles. New cycles start. Death, transformation, changes, moving to a new phase of life, giving space to a new rebirth. A lot of stories here. Knowing that you are gonna die one day, a person can live a new way. To understand that we all die one day. The dying is rebirth, and the old dies and they give space for something new. This card talks about physical changes, getting rid of some old and new beginning. This Tuorelan tyttö, this dead woman, doesn't usually mean, it's really like a shadow sister when I see this. Doesn't usually mean a physical death. There is inner life moments when you should turn a new page and let all that has been before die away. And so death is this ultimate change. And if you are against this change, it can be painful. So accept the change, and then you are not suffering. to let go what is leaving and welcome what is coming. And accept the changes in our life because it's part of the time we are having here. Matter will never disappear, it only changes its form. The nature of life is continuous change. Yes. Joy and stability is intensified. Okay, let me give this love card now. This is your advice for this twin flame relationship. Start jumping. True love anyway is this. Act as if your partner is here. It's good advice. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. Indeed, if you would have this kind of relationship that you cannot always be together, it's very respectful of the other person to behave like the person is always there, to not have some kind of double life, live differently when the person isn't around. Definitely not honest if you cannot be always the same. This is advice for pile number 3. If your actions and thoughts take someone else's feelings into account, you will be more aligned with a true relationship. If your partner is not with you yet, generate the feeling that you are already sharing your life with your special someone. This will change the way you feel and can alter your attitude and your potential to attract them into your life. Revel in the thought that you are in a faithful relationship. When you create a vacuum by affirming your desire as you have it, the universe will bring it to you more quickly. You draw into your life things that are in harmony with your beliefs. Believe and trust that love is coming your way. See your energy as a love-attracting magnet. Live as if you are in your desired relationship and appreciate the phase prior to the arrival of love. A fairy couple effortlessly dances across the night sky. A large moth is beneath them. The moth uses its scent to pull in a mate. There is no concern, worry, or doubt concerning her ability to attract love. Use the energy of the moth to relax into a state of trust. Love is not far away, and you are in the process of bringing it to you. Almost like these candles are also attracting the moth. And the moth or the butterfly is always this kind of that energy, like a transformation. So this talks about almost like this first kiss. There is this kilpakosinta here too. Like this relationship maybe is in the state that it's not yet that you can be together. So when you start to already act like it's already there, at least this is already like a arrow is pointing to the dragon. The man has noticed this woman as a hot dragon. Okay, let me give now you Valentine Day message. So it came the same as the pile number 1. Dear, I love you. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you are in the world. Wow, it's like written love language. And dancing together, finding way to make it, to be in the same place, same time. Okay, current feelings of a person. Current feelings of your person. Okay, one more. This is pile number 3. 3 Deadly Moments for Psyche by Carl Jung. Feeling of non-reciprocity, feeling the dissolution of self. 3 Facing fundamental aloneness. Know that you are not losing your mind. You are not broken or damaged. You are being initiated. Wow, it's almost talking about this thing, like this woman would feel a little bit this kind of broken or damaged here. The man would say, like, feeling you are not being initiated, you are at the threshold that requires you to develop new psychological capacities, discernment, authentic selfhood, realistic connection, and self-companionship. Apology. Pain made all clear. Needy, wanting sun after storm. A second chance, saying sorry, wanting you back. Regretful. Life and death, regretting what happened. Maybe indeed there has been some argument here, because one feels like this. So there is this need for the apology. Talk to me, Harry Winston. Tell me all about it. Almost this would say. Talk to me, baby. Heroes also stay with me. Mary Mort, you are water. Cleans, flow, cry. You are fire. This female is totally fire. Burn, shine, be excited. You are air. Move, stay still, breathe. You are earth, grow, gather, nurture. You are space, free yourself, love and protect. It's a nice elemental wisdom here. All that you can be. And I must become which I say I am, therefore I boldly declare, I'm rich. I see and feel it, I'm rich. In health and happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money. Okay, this kind of man, this kind of devil man who has the fire in playing, putting all the billiard game going on, would definitely say this. Wanting to become successful. There's all this work here. I think there's a lot to understand for the woman that there is this need to go sometimes somewhere to work. Then again, there is a huge attraction, so the man is coming back from the hunt to actually the man is drawn back to the home for sure. There is waiting this fire there. So twin flame connection is telling, like, when you are with this person, you really feel like you can't wait to be back home. Like, honey, I'm home. And maybe there is a lot of this kind of secret feelings. If the secret is here, it's like a deep feelings, deep caring, but it can show like a grieving and sadness too. But know that if you have those sad feelings, it's like a actually beautiful sign that you care a lot. So it's not bad. It's part of caring. You even are mourning for what you lost. You should not stay forever in that space for sure. Okay, let me see if I verify something. I'm gonna give you this little funny cat cards to verify. Maybe I want to verify what is this kind of deep subject and feeling. What is here? Page of Pentacles. Okay, so it is really investing money to somewhere, like a new thing. It can be painful when you don't maybe have enough to grow something. The Pentacle energy, it takes a long time, many years to build something. You have to be very patient. So it can be hard feelings with the money. What else? What is still this the person would say to another person? This was just this kind of this. I have a sword. Can be a lot like storm at sea. This is kind of like you have not always easy opponents when you're dealing with, maybe this is the work. There is like a pirate boat, Like you have to use all kind of alternate methods to win these tasks, and it can be hard to be this kind of hero. And here, the person is at home making sushi, 6 of Swords healing. Really this home energy. Somebody's cooking home, taking care of things. Also like making something out of this fish that the man maybe brought back from this pirate trip. It's being like a supportive wife. This is really like a classic style like that. But yes, it's also like a powerful dragon here. Not to forget that. So. I think I end this reading here. I could contemplate these cards forever. I hope you like this reading. This was my twin flame reading for San Valentine. Okay, one more. I'm gonna give you one more advice from them. Because there are a little bit these hardships in this relationship. What Spirit wanna say? Yes, be hopeful. Try to see beyond the everyday. Now, really, this is the true love. Also Cancer card, but like it's like choosing the other person. Is the commitment is the key for a long-lasting, beautiful relationship. So these people are choosing each other. They're giving their cups to each other, and then having this future vision of success. At least the man is. So the man's side is that. It all starts from this commitment, that you're committed to this person. It's important to stay committed. And then see this kind of vision even together. Here the man is seeing it alone, but yeah, I think you could also see this together. There is a lot of like, the ones are repeating here, so this passion and purpose to get things done is in the mind of this man. Well, maybe the woman is also a project because it's like a 10 of wands here. So again, the man is looking here to this direction and kind of is looking here too. But it's a beautiful confirmation. This is a love. If we are talking about twin flame relationship, this is a confirmation. This is a true love relationship. So yeah, it is safe to stay in this relationship for sure. This is a good one. Okay. If you like this reading, give me a like. This was now pick up our reading, and the next reading comes next Sunday. So thank you for seeing this, and bye.